If you could have a superpower, any superpower, which one would it be? My personal favorite,
Teleportation. Oh, hey, David. Now, what if I told you this superpower was actually possible?
that is, the teleportation of information rather than matter. We can now send information more quickly and securely with the use of quantum mechanics. But first, let's take a step back. How do we currently send messages on the internet? The RSA algorithm is the standard cryptographic algorithm on the internet. Encryption is the process of scrambling data so only people with a special key can crack the code. The RSA algorithm uses public key encryption and the magic of one-way functions. Here's a visual on how it works. Let's say Arena wants to send Sue a secret message. Sue, the receiver, must generate a public key which is known to everyone. Sue also creates a private key which only she knows. When Arena or any of Sue's friends wants to send Sue a message, they encrypt it using the public key that Sue generated. Sue uses her private key to decode the message. It could take hundreds of years for a normal computer to figure out her private key and decode the message. A quantum computer, however, could solve this problem in less than a day. How does it work? Let's say Arena wants to send Sue another message, but she's worried Seppi will use her supercomputer to find out what it says. Arena sends Sue polarized photons vibrating vertically, horizontally, diagonally to the right and left and translating to bits 0 or 1. Sue will use one of two detectors and measure each photon that passes through. If Sue randomly chooses the correct detector, they will keep this pair and write it down for their key. But if they don't match up, they will toss it. How will Sue know if she chose the correct detector or not? Arena will call Sue and tell her the direction she chose. This is how they create their key, and they can now send secure messages through this quantum channel. Now you might think, what if Seppi hears their talk on the phone? Rather than helping Seppi, this actually alerts Arena and Sue that there's a hacker in place. Here's an example. If Arena sends a message using a diagonal photon, but Seppi chooses the vertical detector, she won't know if the next bit in the key is a 0 or 1. Sue, however, chose a diagonal detector and she will write down the correct value. Next, Arena sends a message using a vertical photon and Seppi chooses a vertical detector. She keeps her result. But Sue chose a diagonal detector, so she tosses the pair. Seppi's measurement causes the direction of the photons to change, and since a photon can only be measured once, she will be caught. Her measurement gives a different result than the key that Arena and Sue agreed upon. Arena and Sue will notice this and move to a different quantum communication channel. The power of computing is growing fast, and cybersecurity is a critical topic today. Quantum teleportation is the superpower that will keep our world safe.